Longshots. This is Tanks and Tutties, presented by Tubbs and Frankie. I've got some energy today, as you could tell from that intro. Haven't even got out of the work clothes yet today because I have been a busy bee. This week, Tubbs has some stuff to do, so we're going to shoot for a quicker episode, but we're not going to rush it. So we've got locks and long shots as always, weekend recap, all of those good things. Frank's got a couple golf picks, and then in the news, we'll be back next week. I was feeling a little lazy, and I didn't write one. I also didn't see anything I liked. So we're going to bring back next week. And this week, we've got some hockey stuff to talk about. We'll also do the grid, and top 5 is back. We've got a top 5 for you. We'll kind of leave that one until we get to it. And then this week, Jake is going to tackle the top 10 from Austin. Don't know what that is yet either. And then send you on your way with a roulette spin. Hopefully we're going to hit. I think we're going to hit 100 week today. It is your week. I'm calling it now. We've hit so many of your weeks in a row. I think we're going to hit 100x today. We're finally going to get a lightning number, and it's going to be a minimum 100x. Please, anybody up there. So let's get started. How was your weekend?
My weekend was eventful, actually. For not really anything going on, Paige and I made the most of it. Friday night, we debated going to the casino again. Ended up not going. I don't remember what I did Friday night, but I believe Friday night was a pretty chill night. And then Saturday, we had some stuff to do around town, so we did that. Paige had some studying to do. And then we decided to go to the casino Saturday night instead. And all the money that I made with Jake when he was here, I donated back to the casino on Saturday. It was very poor. I think we were there for 2 hours, and I just got wiped. It started off, I went to a blackjack table, $25 min, empty table, sat down, new shoe, and the dealer flips a blackjack first hand, and I was like, well, this is a bad sign. But it can't get much worse than a blackjack on the first hand, so we'll stick it out. After a couple more hands, I was back and forth. The dealer goes, yeah, I'm not sure how much longer you're going to want to sit here. I just had 5 people here, and they all left because I kept pulling 21s. And I was like, oh, that's great. And she's like, yeah, not just blackjacks either, like 21s. I just kept pulling multi-card 21s. And I was like, thanks for dragging me along the first couple hands before you told me this. Ended up playing it out, lost my 140 that I sat down at the table with in about probably 10 more hands, maybe less than that. Decided to walk around, ended up going to a roulette table, sat there for a while, was up and down, ended up walking away after like an hour at the table, only down probably like 20, 25, so it wasn't terrible, it could have been worse. Went back to another blackjack table, was up for a little bit, only up like $50. And then Paige was like, I think I know how, like, I think I could understand this and, like, sit down and play. So I was like, here, like, I'll give you half of my money. You can sit down. We'll play 2 hands. I'll walk you through it. It's not a big deal. If you lose it, you lose it. I think in 3 hands we were out. And the last hand, Jake hates this, but the last hand, Paige was dealt an 8 and an ace. She had a 19. I was dealt a pair of 8s, and the dealer was showing a 10. So I took the $25 that she had. I split my 8s against a 10. Was dealt.
Did you guys hear that? He split 8s against a 10.
Was dealt a 10. So I had 18 on the first hand. Was dealt a 3. So I had 11 on the second hand. Doubled down on the 11. Was given a 8 again, I think, or a 7. I don't remember. And the dealer flipped another 10, so they had 20s. We lost all of our money, $100 on that, and that was it. We left.
Let's see what Google says. Hang on, 8 versus a dealer 10 blackjack. Let's see what Google has to say. Some experts advise splitting 8s if the dealer has a 9 or higher card. Splitting an 8 pair can only grant you an 18 or 19 hand. If the dealer has a 10 or an ace, you might double your losses by splitting your hand. Should you be in this scenario, it's a good idea to surrender your 8s, which you can't do. So obviously you should just hit. So next time, learn from your mistake. You don't split shit when the dealer's got a 10 or a 9.
I play risky. Anyways, so we ended up leaving. We were both down on the night. Came back, played some video games, and then Sunday, I believe, we just gamed all day. So That was my weekend. Not all
no,
day, but afternoon.
I didn't hop on till later. That's what it was.
And then actually, I can get into that later, but there was some stuff that happened on Monday that I want to talk about. So, how was your weekend?
Yeah. I had a good weekend. Friday night, I ended up... Did I nap after work? I don't think I did. I was going to, but I didn't. Went over to Sid's. We made Chick-fil-A at her place. It was pretty good.
You made Chick-fil-A?
Excuse me. Yeah, pretty much just bought chicken patties, bought some pickles, air fried it, toasted the buns. It was just like Chick-fil-A but cheaper, and we got more of it. So it was pretty fun. Obviously, not the same Chick-fil-A, but it was still delicious.
I made a stewed steak last night. That was delicious.
Nice. What did we do the rest of the night? I think we just watched a show. We're watching. She's got me into Love Island. Did you ever watch it?
Yep. We're caught up on it.
We're watching the U.S. version. Apparently, there's versions.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
But it's entertaining. I like it.
What season are you watching?
One of the U.S. version.
Who are some of the guys?
Josh. He was a college baseball player. He's just ripped.
Oh, okay.
He is with I forget
the blonde
his girl's name. Yep.
Yeah, so that's a newer. Yeah, that's a newer season. Okay.
Okay, and then the dude that just showed up. There's this big black dude, Cinco. I really like him.
Yeah, Cinco's a dog.
Yeah, so we're only on like episode 2, but I enjoy it. I've never thought about watching that show.
It's the most recent season. So. That's a good one, actually. Last season was pretty good too, but.
And then, woke up Saturday. Sid made some breakfast, and then, what did I do Saturday? I just did a lot of stuff around the house. Saturday, I played some games. Later in the day, Sid was in Kalamazoo, so I don't think. Yeah, probably just. Oh, that's what I did. I had all my like clothes and things from Christmas still sitting on my guest bed, so I finally was like, I need to figure this out. So I went through all my shirts, all my hangers, everything, cleaned it out, so I could hang up this new shit and start wearing my Christmas clothes. Started that Saturday, and then Sunday went grocery shopping. Did a slow cooker. And then finished the clothes things, played some games. My slow cooker meal, I was so excited, dude. Italian meatballs, custom, formed them myself. And then 6.5 hours later in the slow cooker, I opened it up and they fell apart. I was very disappointed. So kind of a laid-back, chill weekend, but we got some great weather right now. It's actually 72 degrees here in Michigan, believe it or not. I wish I was golfing right now, but I'm not. That's fine. I'm golfing Saturday. Can't wait to talk about it next week. So, locks and long shots. I'm 6-5-1 on the locks now. We had Pistons plus 11.5 against the Pacers last week. I believe they lost by 14 or 15, so we were right there with that one. I've got a season-long future I'd love to share with y'all. I really like this one. Torkelson, over 28.5 home runs. I believe it's minus 115. I think he's going to have a blow-up year. The Tigers altogether are going to be pretty good this year, I think. And I just I like having futures to watch throughout the year. It gives us something to talk about on the show. He hit 30 last year with a really slow start, too. Weather's been really warm here. I think this is the highest temperature in Michigan ever in February. So if weather stays nice, we don't have to deal with Torque playing in the cold and not hitting bombs. So I think he hits 35-40 this year, in my opinion. So we'll be tracking that all year. And then I know they just cost me last week, but I have a reason to take this one this week. Pistons plus 11 at the Bulls tonight. The Pistons are 15-5 against the spread in their last 20. Don't quote me on that stat. I saw it on TikTok earlier today. Couldn't remember it. Didn't look it up. I just know that they had like 4 losses and double digits against the spread in like their last 19-20, something like that. And they're playing the Bulls, who haven't won by double digits, and I think it was like I don't think they have this year in 2024. Their last time was against the Grizzlies. They won by 30, and that was the Grizzlies team that obviously Ja was out. I think Desmond Bane was out. So Pistons, not a great team, but their last 2 games they've lost on buzzer beaters. So and last night they got fucked. I don't know if anybody saw that. Oscar Thompson got hit-sticked by Dante DiVincenzo, didn't get a foul call, and they're up 1, so they ended up losing that game. But either way, the Knicks, way better team than the Bulls on the road. competed with them. I think they cover 11.5 easily. I think they might win. It's not 11.5. It's 11. I lied. Long shots. 2-8-1, not good. Panthers-Devils moneyline parlay last week. The Panthers ended up going to overtime and won. That was a sweat. And then the Devils lost 6-2 against the Capitals. The Devils are just horrible. I found myself getting more into hockey with the Wings being good. We'll talk about that in a bit. And I thought I could start a little heater there. I did hit a parlay in the Wings game on Saturday, so maybe that's what I need to do, just throw out parlays as long shots. But this week, we're taking me to record a birdie in my round on Saturday. The course we're playing is relatively easy. I've played it a million times. I know it like the back of my hand. There's a par 3. It's about 120. I've birdied it the last 2 times I've played there. There's also a par 5 that is almost reachable with your driver because they've got a tee box under repair, so it plays about 50 yards shorter. So I put this line at about plus 450 because you still got to make the putt, still got to hit the irons. You saw my driver when we played. It's not good. So I feel like plus 450 was a fair line here, and I think I'm going to get a birdie this weekend, first of the year. So, and by the way, birdies for me are like eagles for common folk, so keep that in mind. And then adding another season-long long shot, tie it in with the Tigers, Tariq Skubal. I just said Tariq. It's Tarek Skubal. AL Cy Young, plus 1,500. I believe he's the 5th or 6th favorite. Coming off of surgery, but he was very good before the surgery. He's been very good when healthy. If he stays healthy, he's got a very good shot, especially if the Tigers are winning games. They make the playoffs. They get that media attention. At plus 1,500. I bet both of these with my own money, by the way. I put a unit on Torque and half a unit on Skubal Cy Young. So
update for your Skubal. It's down to plus 1,600, and he is 8th.
He's down to 8th now. Wow.
Well, because you consider
did I say, 6th?
Garrett Cole, Kevin Gossman, Framber Valdez, now Corbin Burns, Pablo Lopez, Luis Castillo, George Kirby, Tarek Skubal.
They got Kirby above Skubal?
Yeah, Kirby's getting a ton of hype, and I don't think it's worth it.
I think he must have been. You said he's 8th. He must have been 7th then, or 6th maybe, and because this was before Burns came over. So, yep. But I like it still. Plus 1,600. I love it even more. I've got it at 1,500. I should check that actually if it's actually 1,500. That was on memory, but I'm gonna look right now. I'm pretty sure it's 1,500. But go ahead with your locks and long shots.
So my locks, I'm 12-3. I still have Indiana State to make the brackets open. I could not tell you how they are doing, where they are on the bubble.
I got Skubal at 1,600, by the way.
Oh, good. Yeah, no idea how Indiana State has looked recently. I know they lost. Was it after I said this?
No, they lost
right before I said it.
It was their first game as a ranked team since like Bird. They lost that game, but I don't think they lost last week because you placed it last week.
Well, I haven't actually placed it, but
I meant you put it on your long shots last week.
But last week I also had Oregon State baseball money line on Wednesday against Texas A&M, I believe it was. They won. Oregon State is a wagon in college baseball right now. I really haven't bet as much college baseball as I was. I kind of laid off. I kind of got cold, so maybe I'll get back on it. I don't know. This week, though, we have Tennessee versus Auburn on Wednesday as you are listening to this. Tennessee needs to win to have a shot at clinching the SEC regular season title. I need the regular season title for $125. So I'm basically doubling down on Tennessee -6 versus Auburn. Auburn is a wagon at covering, but this is Tennessee at home who has looked very good as of late. So I actually watched a couple of their games recently. And then I'm taking Nevada versus Colorado State under 141 points. This is today as we are recording tonight. Neither team goes over. It's like 30% over for both teams. I like the under on that. 141 is not high, but it's also not low. I believe these are both Mountain West schools. Mountain West is getting a ton of hype for the tournament, and I think they both are going to want to clamp down, try to play some defense, make a push at the tournament. So long shots, 4-12. Wisconsin win the Big Ten. Officially, mathematically eliminated. So
that was the extra loss on your long shots that we were talking about before recording, by the way, was Wisconsin. We've officially marked it as a loss.
Yep, so that's an L. We'll take that one off next week. Still have Tennessee to win the SEC, as I talked about. Hoping we can add this as a W next week. I think their last regular season game is. I don't know if they'd play this weekend. If they play Wednesday,
They got 4 more games, dude.
Oh, I thought it was only 2. My bad.
No, they've got. Remember we talked about it's a gauntlet: Auburn, Bama, South Carolina, Kentucky.
Yeah, Bama will be a
So
fun
they gotta earn
one.
it. Honestly, if they get through Auburn, they're looking good.
Yep.
And then, but then they got Bama, but Bama's at home, so
Bama's basically winner gets the conference. So
Bama's on the road. I forgot. So yeah, Bama had somebody too. We looked at this last week. Bama had. Was it
well,
Kentucky?
they just played Kentucky and they lost in that shootout.
Yep. They've got Florida. That's the other one. That's at Florida.
Yeah.
In the swamp.
So Tennessee to win the SEC looks okay. Marvin Harrison drafted to the Bears. I said this was plus 300. It is now it's plus 350. I think now is the time I might actually put some money on it. There's just been more and more rumors coming out about the Bears. I have no clue what they're doing. Plus 350 seems like good value. I like that one. Last week I had Tennessee, Oregon State. See, now you got me fucked up. And then Florida money line. That was a 3-leg college baseball parlay that hit. I think it only ended up being like plus 170, but it's still plus odds, so we'll take it. This week I'm adding a season-long future as well. My brother put me on this. After thinking about it, I really like this. Juan Soto to be the regular season home run leader at plus 500 or plus 900. Lefty playing in Yankee Stadium. Half his games are coming with a short porch. I think if he plays even marginally better than what he played like in San Diego, and he wasn't even bad in San Diego. I think he's got a decent shot at this. Plus 900, he's only 5th on the list. You figure Judge is up there. He's got his toe issue, so he'll probably be out a couple games. Olsen, he's always going to make a run. Alonso's going to make a run. Schwarber, I don't know what to think with Schwarber. And then Soto at 5. So I don't hate that. And then we're adding a golf one. Eric Cole, top 10, plus 280 this week at the Cognizant Classic. One of the best putters. I won't really get into it, but he's been playing really well, and I believe he's got quite a few top 20s in a row. So we're going to bump up to the top 10 here. So I've
got some, before you get into your golf, I've got some interesting college basketball stats that I just noticed while looking at the standings here.
Well, I have some statements about MLB baseball futures when you're done. So
okay, mine are quick. So I noticed Tennessee, Bama, and Auburn are all 13-1 at home versus the conference. Kind of crazy. Also, Florida, where Bama has to go on the road at the end of the year, that's a big game. They're 12-1 at home versus the SEC. And then the other one I noticed was Bama is 2-6 versus teams ranked in the AP poll. Ranked. So you're looking good, brother. But Tennessee's only 3-3. However, they had some big games. They played like, let's see.
Well, they beat
Purdue.
Kentucky.
They lost. Kansas. They lost. That gauntlet at the start of the year where they lost 3 in a row.
Yep.
Purdue, Kansas, North Carolina.
Beat
All
Wisconsin.
Ranked.
Great win.
Wisconsin was not ranked at that time.
No, but it's still a good win.
Okay, sure. Yeah.
Tough team.
Not so much anymore. Ole Miss was a win. Illinois was a ranked win. Kentucky was a ranked win. Where's their other? Yeah, that's 3-3. There you go. So it's just such a tough schedule. But Auburn at home, Bama on the road. Bama sucks on the road. Bama's really good at home, so that's your tough one. Then South Carolina. Bama versus Florida is going to be the game to watch. I'm calling it now. So go ahead with your MLB futures. By the way, I love the Soto one, especially Yankee Stadium. I wasn't really listening. I kind of zoned out looking at these stats, but I like that.
So as I was looking for the Soto one, I started just scrolling upon some baseball futures, and I might have to really dive into these. There's head-to-head home runs, which should be fun. Most are just 2 players, but there's one that's head-to-head. Bo Bichette, Bobby Witt, Fernando Tatis, and Vlad. Most regular season home runs out of those 4. And then there's also, I saw one with, where is it? William Contreras and Wilson Contreras. William Contreras is minus 130. He's 100% going to beat his brother. There was one with Bobby Witt and Gunnar Henderson. Bobby Witt hit 30 home runs last year, so he's most likely going to beat Gunnar. And then there's some stolen base props. Acuna stole, 70 bases last year?
Yeah.
His over's at 56.5. Why would he just lose that many bases? Also, Trey Turner's over 27.5. That feels like a mega nuke.
Did they change the size of the base?
No, it's the same as last year.
They go back?
No. I don't know. I'm kind of looking at these, and I might have to start loading up because there's some lines that seem way off. But then, knowing me, I'll place them, and I'll be so wrong. I thought my fucking Wake Me Up When September Ends play was a lock last year, and I think I hit
that
2.
That was fun.
Yeah, now I can't even do it again this year because Prize Picks is fucking stupid now. But
they don't have season longs?
Well, they do, but actually, I don't know if they do. But how it's not, Prize Picks isn't the same anymore. Because now in Tennessee, I can only place 4 legs, and it's not like if you hit 4, you get this much. If you hit 3, you get this much. It's like depending on who's in your group that also place the same futures and how many they get.
Oh, yeah. They did the same thing as Michigan, where it's like not even real money, though, too.
Ours is real money, but it's Prize Picks Champions now. It's stupid.
So Michigan made it where you can't even deposit money. It's free. It's like remember the Super 6 back in the day?
Yep.
Where you split the prize pool? It's literally that.
Yeah, that's basically what it is here, too.
All right, throw your golf picks out so I can talk about hockey, because I'm so excited to talk about hockey.
All right, so we got some feedback from listeners on my golf segment that apparently I'm too much of a nerd when it comes to golf and that I should keep it more lame. So everyone understands nobody wants to hear me babble about golf. I'll keep it fairly short and try to keep it as simple as I can for all of you old folk out there listening.
Ooh, old folk.
The Cognizant Classic this week, formerly the Honda Classic. Not sure why they changed names. It is the start of the Florida swing, so we get a couple Florida tournaments in a row. This is on PGA National Championship course. Historically, it's one of the most difficult courses. It's par 72. Bermuda greens, so we're off of Poana greens, which is kind of nice. Nobody can really putt well. There's a few that can putt well on the Poa greens, but Bermuda is more familiar with everybody else. This course can get windy. The bear trap is 15 through 17, so the bear trap is back. There's a lot of water. There's water in play on like 15 to 16 of the holes here. So be careful of that if you're betting on this. And then, quick note, they did change hole number 10. It was a par 4 for 500 yards. They moved it to a 520 to 530 yard par 3, depending on, or par 5s. Jesus, not a par 3. So it went from 500 yards to 520, 530, depending on pin placement, and it went from a par 4 to par 5. One of the hardest holes to one of the easiest holes. Biggest thing to watch here is the guys that are good with their irons. That's going to be the guys that succeed, and then the guys that are good putters. I haven't locked anything in yet, but the names I'm watching are Eric Cole, obviously. He's really good at putting on Bermuda, and he is from Florida, so he knows the Florida courses, played really well here last year. Not a huge field. Obviously, Rory's in it. After that, it's not as big. You get guys like Matt Fitzpatrick, Cam Young, Tom Kim. Sungjae's in here. Sungjae has won this event before, placed 8th a couple years ago. He's got good course history. Hasn't been good lately, though, so I'm probably not going to bet on him. I think right now the way I'm leaning, probably keep an eye on Eric Cole, JT Poston. I was betting on him top 20 for a while there. I'll probably get back on that. Shane Lowry, been playing pretty well. Has good course history, putts well on this course. Let's see who else we got here. Maverick McNeely, another good putter. And then there's a guy, so Nikolai Højgaard. I talked about him the last couple weeks. He actually has a twin brother, Rasmus Højgaard. I'm probably going to bet on him just for the fun of it. Be fun if this guy is a long shot whose brother is far better known, ends up playing better than Nikolai. So keep an eye on him. outside of that, I don't have anything locked in yet, but I will get some picks out later this week. So is that short enough for you?
Why don't you? That was great. Yep. Why don't you talk about what happened Monday and then?
Oh, yes. So now that football season is done, I've been trying to find things to do. And last night I decided to unload all of my betting accounts, DraftKings, FanDuel, and just so many bets. NBA, college basketball. I had like $5 and change left in my DraftKings account when I noticed that the match number 9 was happening last night. Rory and Homa versus 2 LPGA golfers. Don't remember their name.
Horrible match.
Lexi and Rose, I think, were their names.
Yep.
So I decided to throw out a bet on hole 3, closest to the pin on the match. I'm not sure why, but imagine on a random Monday night you're betting on a golf match that does not matter on a closest to the pin on hole 3.
Call the number.
So I need the number. The worst part is Rory hit his ball. Great shot. Was probably 4 feet out. And I was like, well, it's dead. Max ends up hitting a shot. Looks even better. Is rolling back. Looks like it's going to fit right inside Rory's ball. Hits Rory's ball and pushes Rory's ball closer to the pin. Max's didn't really move much. And I was like, well, it's dead. Rory's is closer. DraftKings marked as a loss. So I was like watching, wasn't really paying attention. A couple holes later, they're like, just an update. Max Homa, after measurement, was the closest to the pin on hole 3. And I was like, what the hell? DraftKings marked that as a loss. Like, they better pay me back. Granted, it was only like a $5 bet, but it was like plus 360 or plus 270, I think is what it was. So I kind of got in some arguments with, not really arguments, but I tweeted at DraftKings last night that they needed to do the right thing, and some guy was tweeting back at us on our account and was in our DMs basically trying to fight DraftKings with me. I'm not really sure why. And then I found out he placed $50 on Max Homa to be closer to the pin on hole 3 of the match on a Monday in February. So I thought I needed the number. Yeah, this guy needs the number. Long story short, actually it's long story long. DraftKings ended up fixing it. They did pay out Max Homa as close to the pin because technically Rory's ball had to be reset. So after measurement, Homa was closer. But blast of a bet. Did not think I would be in that position on a Monday night, especially sweating out only a $5 bet. But that's where we are now that football's done. So
yeah, when I was at bowling and I saw your text.
I apologize for blowing up your phone.
Away. Yeah, I was getting all these notifications from this guy messaging. So when I got home, I was like, "What are these guys talking about?" And then I saw his screenshot of 50 on a fucking Capital One the match bet. I was like, "You need to call."
When I tweeted, he was like DM, and I was like, I just sent him a DM. I was like, "What's up, bro?" And he was like, "DraftKings is being fraudulent." And I was like, "Yeah, I got that." Like whatever.
He probably
and I literally
was on Twitter. He was on Twitter searching.
Yeah.
Looking for people with the same thing. He was trying to assemble an army.
I mean, I'm not going to lie. I was doing the same thing. I was searching Twitter for Max Homa, closest to the pin, the match, all that. I was just looking for something where it was like, yeah, Max Homa was the closest. And then I literally said, he said, got me all fired up. I said, yeah, I mean, by eye, Rory looked closer, but you have to go with the measurements. Rory's ball had to be reset, whatever. There was one thing where I was like, I said, what's up, dude? He said, DK is absurd. I said, I mean, it's the match. I didn't really expect much, LOL. And then that's when he said, I could care less about my $50 wager on this, but honor the bet. And I was like, bro, you have $50 on this? Like,
right.
What is wrong with you?
Call the number.
Yeah. But
let's see. Is that all for golf?
That is all I have for golf this week. Florida Swing is about to be fun. I'm excited for this.
All right. I have some hockey things to talk about. I just wanted to nail down my stat there. The Detroit Red Wings, man, we watched a couple games when I was down in Tennessee with you. They look like they are, knock on wood, going to make the playoffs. Sorry if anybody thinks somebody was just knocking. But Right now, they are firmly in the one spot for the wild card in the Eastern Conference. They've got one game in hand, well, 2 games in hand on the Lightning, who are 1 point back, and then the Capitals are really the only reachable team. They are 1 game back. So basically, like, just
The Lightning are a wild card team?
yeah, they're horrible on the road right now. They're 18-8-3 at home, and then 14-15-2 away. But the Wings, man. So since the start of the year, 15-4-2. For those that don't know hockey, we don't talk about it much. The 2 is overtime losses, for which they still get a point. That's since the beginning of the year. They're setting up to just be your stereotypical, oh, I don't want to see that team in the playoffs. You know what I mean? Like, they could get sneaky. They're not going to win it all, but they could win a series. Was it Sunday they were playing the Blackhawks? Yeah, Sunday. Playing the Blackhawks. Patrick Kane's return home. They looked so bad in the first period. It was 0-0, though. They snuck out. Or no, 1-0. Tied it up in the second, and then the Blackhawks took a 2-1 lead early, or about halfway through the second. Third period, Patrick Kane got an assist to DeBrincat to tie it up. Game goes to overtime. It's like, all right, we got a point. This is great. Because, like, it's the Blackhawks. They should have won that game no matter what, but they played so bad, so it was like, all right, at least we got a point. And then in overtime, just your storybook, fucking Patrick Kane back in Chicago for the first time, breakaway, game winner. Did you watch that video?
Yeah, I did.
Did you hear the call from Ken Daniels?
No.
It might have been. I think the one that I sent you, if that's what you watched, it had like some sort of music over it.
Yeah.
But Ken Daniels' call was legendary. It won't get any recognition because it was a hometown broadcast. But he just said, look at here, Patrick Kane, wide open, Chicago! And boom, game winner. And then he said something about like the perfect ending to the story and something else. Oh, showtime, because that's what Patrick Kane's always saying. It's just the vibes are so good with the Wings right now. And they don't really have like a bunch of stars. They got a couple dudes, Patrick Kane, DeBrincat, Larkin. Sprong's been very good. Goalie's been playing well. But it's exciting, man. I'm getting back into the Wings right now. I just bought Bally Sports so I can watch every game. And, yeah, it's exciting times. We got 70 points. We're firmly in the wild card right now. If the Leafs weren't going fucking crazy, we'd be in the top 3 seeds in the Atlantic. But the Leafs have been so fucking good. They've won their last 7 and 8-2 in their last 10. But Wings are 7-2 in the last 10, and I hope they keep it going. We'll be talking about some hockey here.
So
I'll be doing full breakdowns. I'll have a fucking parlay every playoff game.
That's fine. I brought up the futures for the NHL. First off, the Wings are plus 6,000 right now to win it.
For what? Yeah, I wouldn't touch that. I don't think they can win it.
The Lightning are plus 2,500.
That's because the Lightning are like more experienced.
I was gonna say, is that just based off of experience or not? But
it's based on experience, and also like they have more playmakers.
Yeah,
like the Wings are winning games, and that's what I mean when like I say they're the team you don't want to see because they could steal some from you and maybe win a series.
But the Wings aren't like flashy.
No, there is nothing flashy about the Wings. Every game.
Oh, I know. When we were watching them, I was like, God, this team is so fucking slow.
Like if you watch a Lightning game and then you watch the Wings are going to look so much slower than the Lightning, and there's a reason for that. The Lightning are flashy; they got these stars, but they've also got dudes that have been there. The Wings have Patrick Kane that's been there, and that's about it. I want to say, but
so
we're really young too. That's what's really exciting about it is we're so young, and we've got all these guys in the minors. The Griffins are really good right now, and so it's just a matter of time. Trust the eyes are playing. This is what the Pistons should have been. This is what we expected out of Troy Weaver. We didn't get it.
So I have not been keeping up with hockey as much as I probably should, but I'm a Knights fan, so that makes sense.
Knights are very good.
Well, no, I know. It's just the fact that a lot of us Knights fans are, I feel like, fair weather because we're new. Not necessarily fair weather, but you know what I mean?
Also, they also play super late, and they're out of your area. You could watch them, though. You have ESPN+.
Like, I know they're good. I've watched a couple of their games, but I don't, keep track of standings and stuff like that. If you
hang on, I think they're in a rough patch right now. Give me a second.
They were. They're not anymore.
Nope, they are. They've lost 3 in a row, and they're 4-5-1 in their last 10.
Oh, I thought they were coming out of it, but
Oh, I forgot one thing about the Wings before you talk about your Knights or whatever. The Wings have the 8th easiest remaining schedule in the NHL.
Huh.
So that's another exciting thing. So, as long as they, but like I said, we almost lost to the fucking Blackhawks, so it's like, who knows? But,
if you had to pick a team right now outside of the Wings to win it all, who would you probably pick?
Let's see. I'm not taking anybody out of the West. No. Because, no, you don't want to take the favorite, though, either. Who won last year? The Knights won last year.
Mm-hmm.
The Flyers won't win. The Hurricanes won't win. The Rangers, no. The Leafs will never win another cup. They're fucking good every year. The Bruins, feel like a letdown. The Panthers let down. You know what? No, I can't take the Canucks. I'm going to take the Oilers.
That's kind of who I was thinking, too.
They had that streak there. I don't know how many games did they win in a row. 17 or some shit.
I think it was either 14 or 16, I thought. Okay. And then the Knights broke it.
It was an insane streak. Yep. But they
I watched that game.
They look good. I mean, any team that goes on that sort of streak, you got to think they're going to make a deep run. I know they're not going to. Well, I can safely say they're probably not going to get bounced first round, so at least I'd be right there. But, yeah, I'd probably take the Oilers.
I will say, from the little that I do know about the Knights, I think they're probably going to make another push just because they're finally getting healthy. I mean, Mark Stone was out for so long, and then March Sol was out for a really long time, and he is finally coming back, or he just came back.
Mark Stone's still out, by the way.
Oh, I thought he was coming back already.
Out.
But yeah, I think they're going to turn the corner here and get healthy, and then maybe they'll make a move before the deadline, with the deadline coming up here soon. Because when's the deadline? 2 weeks?
Something like that. I know it's coming up. Oh, they got a kid. The Knights got a guy on the roster. I was looking at their roster randomly. I don't know why. They got a kid from Rochester Hills, Michigan. Fuck, he's not a kid, actually. He's 30, 37.
Well, in hockey, they're all
Jesus. Kids. All right. That might be enough hockey. So, yeah, we'll be bringing up the Red Wings. Or did you have anything else on hockey? Sorry.
No, I just think that the Knights might make a push.
Yeah. The Western Conference has looked better. By the way, the Canucks, too, have been incredible, but they're just so young that I don't see it. I feel like hockey, you got to have some experience when you get to the playoffs there, and it feels like those teams always do well. So we'll be looking at it, especially because hockey is the only sport really worth talking about right now. Fuck the NBA. So we'll be keeping an eye on that. So what do you think about doing either the top 5 or the top 10, then the grid, and then the other one? That way we can take a break from the grid if we need to.
We can do top 10.
Sure, let's do top 10. What am I doing here? 3 X's, right?
Yes, 3 X's. So I had you pick a number 0 to 23 before the show. Yep. You picked 13. So you picked your year in the NFL. You were doing 2013 passer rating.
This is dumb. I gave you literally last year. Passer rating?
No, trust me, this one's going to be fun. So I'll give you a little bit of background knowledge. Super Bowl champion that year was the Seahawks. I'm not going to tell you any of the guys that showed up for awards that were quarterbacks, just because that'll give it away. AP Offensive Rookie of the Year, Eddie Lacy. Defensive Rookie of the Year, Sheldon Richardson. AP Defensive Player of the Year was Luke Kuechly. Rushing leader was LaShawn McCoy. Receiving leader was Josh Gordon, if that says anything.
2013.
Do you have any names?
I gave you last year. I said we were going to wait a little bit to go back in time. Jesus. We'll do it, though. It'll be fun. What's the stat?
Passer rating.
I gave you passing yards, and you give me passer rating. Okay, let's go. Let's just have fun. Tom Brady.
X.
No fucking way, bro. Are you kidding? All right.
If you go 0 for 3, I'll give you a different stat.
I'm not going 0 for 3. Okay, but let me ask you a question on the top 10.
Mm-hmm.
Is there any bullshit like, he played 1 game, so he's top 10?
No, these should all be
2013. I don't even know how passer rating's fucking calculated. Drew Brees.
Drew Brees is number 6.
Okay.
So it looks like you're not getting another stat.
That's fine because next week yours is gonna be fucked. You're getting something dumb like, oh, defensive tackle assists. All right. Let's see. Let me run through my division, see if I can even name quarterbacks that played that. That was 11 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so the North was.
I really like. If you think about it, I really don't think it's that bad.
Aaron Rodgers.
Aaron Rodgers is number 5.
Okay, and then who even was the Vikings quarterback in 2013? Who was? Is that Brett Favre? No, that's way past Brett Favre, maybe.
I think technically
Bears
it was,
quarterback.
but...
Bears quarterback was probably Jay Cutler. 2013. Yeah, definitely Jay Cutler. That's not my guess. Oh, Peyton Manning.
Peyton Manning is number 2.
Okay. I just gotta think like old legendary. Oh, I got a decent guess, but who won the Super? Russell Wilson.
Russell Wilson is number 7.
Okay. I'm cooking a little bit. Passer rating 2013. So the Seahawks beat the. What was that Super Bowl? Was that the Broncos? Okay. Am I right on that? Seahawks Broncos?
I believe so.
Yeah, because the Seahawks didn't beat the Patriots. Who were quarterbacks? 2013 draft class was like RG3, I think.
There's
Andrew Luck.
3 on this list that I would be really surprised if you got. Number 1, number 10, and number 3.
Okay, so my new
have
goal,
0% chance that you're gonna get that.
Okay, now my goal is to get that one. All right, let's think quarterbacks here. So we did the NFC North done. NFC East. Eagles. Ooh, Mike Vick might be a decent shout. I feel like he had a pretty good year. I can't even throw that out there though because
2013.
he was rested. Then he was playing in 2013 for the Eagles. I think he was throwing to Deshaun Jackson. No, not saying it though. But I'm gonna say he was the Eagles quarterback. And then let's see. Cowboys quarterback. Oh, Tony Romo.
Tony Romo's number 8.
Nice. I like that. Commanders quarterback. Actually, they were the Redskins back then. So the Redskins quarterback. I think it was RG3. I feel like he got drafted that year. But they also... Did you know they drafted Kirk Cousins in the same draft class? Crazy.
I think we talked about this already.
Probably. I can't throw one out there. Let's see. NFC East. Who's the other NFC East team? Cowboys, Eagles, Commanders, Giants. I'm going to put that on the back burner. Eli Manning's on the back burner. We're going to save that. NFC West. Let me hurry up a little bit here, too. NFC West. This is where I'm going to start running out of quarterbacks. I already guessed Russell Wilson. 49ers quarterback. Colin Kaepernick.
Number 10, Colin Kaepernick.
Let's go!
That was one of the ones I wasn't sure if you were going to get.
Let's go. Oh, I got hair in my mouth. This is a success.
That was good.
NFC West Cardinals. Was that Carson Palmer? Who else played quarterback for the Cardinals? I feel like that's past Carson Palmer, though. We'll put that on the back burner as well. Who's the other NFC West team?
Rams.
49ers. Rams quarterback. See, that could be Sam Bradford. Nope, skip. Let's throw out. I feel like 2013 the Lions were good. I'm gonna say Matthew Stafford.
Matt Stafford's not on the top 10.
Fuck. Now I gotta be careful. Shit.
I'm gonna look and see where.
Feel myself there.
I'm gonna look and see where he fell.
Fucking 12.
So Sam Bradford was actually 11.
I didn't guess.
No, I know. Matt Stafford was 19.
You shouldn't have told me that. What if I threw it out there?
I'm giving you a free one. I was going to say.
Yeah, I wasn't going to.
So Stafford was 19, though.
Oh, no, I didn't do NFC South. So you got the Bucks. Oh, ooh. 2013. Was Cam Newton? He was definitely in the league. Was he good, though? He had an MVP season around then. Wasn't really throwing, though, I feel like. Back burner. I really want to throw out Eli, but I'm not going to because there's probably big quarterbacks I'm missing. I feel like Alex Smith was good around this time before he snapped his leg and got infected and almost lost his leg. I really want to throw out Eli Manning. Also, Brett Favre is sitting on my tongue. I got to go through the AFC. AFC North Steelers. Oh, Ben Roethlisberger. He was always good.
Big Ben is number 9.
And you know what? While we're at it on the old quarterbacks, I got to be careful, though. I want to get number 1. Number 1's probably going to be fucking... All right, so the name that I was going to say there, but I'm not going to yet, but don't tell me because I might, is Phillip Rivers. He's on my mind. He's always good. AFC, so let's stay there. Broncos had... Broncos went through a bunch of quarterbacks. AFC South, you have the Jags. They never had anybody. The Texans. Ooh. I feel like he was always good in fantasy. Matt Schaub.
Matt Schaub is not on there.
Damn it! All right, who did I miss?
So
That's not bad, though. 7 out of 10 for 11 years
Wait,
ago.
what was your third X?
Matt Schaub.
What was your
Matt
second
Schaub,
one?
Matt Stafford, and then Tom
Oh,
Brady.
yeah, Matt Stafford. Oops. No, God, fuck. Number 1. Nick Foles.
Oh, shit. Never would have got that.
Number 3. This is the one you never would have gotten. Former, now coach, Josh McCown for the Chicago Bears.
I thought,
He played
see,
8
so that's what I'm
games.
saying. That's
He
why
played
it's
8
bullshit. That's why
games.
That's why passer rating's bullshit. He played 8 games because Jay Cutler got hurt.
Aaron Rodgers
Fucking
only played
bullshit.
9. Jay
Well,
Cutler
good.
played
Doesn't
11.
matter. He's a big name. Who's number 4? If it's Eli Manning, I'm going to be pissed because I could have got 8 out of 10.
Phillip Rivers.
Damn it.
Other notable
thinking
names
about
on this list. Matt Ryan at 12, Alex Smith 14, Cutler was
Think about him.
13,
I brought him up.
Dalton 15, Cam Newton 16, Brady was 17, Andrew Luck 18, Palmer was 20 for Arizona, RG3
Who
was
was Minnesota's
22 for
quarterback?
Washington.
that Brett Favre?
Matt Castle.
Oh.
Number 25.
All right, let's
last notable name. Eli Manning was 35th on this list.
Wow. Bad guess. Well, it's 11 years ago. I couldn't even do top 10 passer rating for last year anyway.
Honestly, you did better than I thought you were gonna do.
I'll take it. I literally just went with like all-time people.
Once I saw
right,
Josh
let
McCown, I
me-
had to do it. I was like,
I'm
going
going to share. We're going to take on the grid here, folks. Which one is it? This one. Just shared it to you. Let me put it full screen here. All right, can you see it?
I can. I also have it
All
up on
right,
my
so
own.
across
too.
the top. Ooh, this one might be interesting. Across the top, we got Broncos, Niners, 5,000 plus receiving yards career. And then going down, we've got Seahawks, Patriots, Steelers. I've got an easy one off rip.
So do I.
Steelers, 5,000 plus receiving is Randy Moss.
Patriots,
Take
you
the
mean?
easy ones. Did I say Steelers?
Yeah.
Patriots. My fault.
I have an
What do you
easy
got?
one.
Okay.
In the news recently, Seahawks, Niners, Richard Sherman.
Yep. What is he in the news for?
He got a DUI.
Oh, I missed that one.
Yeah.
Seahawks 5,000. You think DK's got it yet? No, not safe.
I have Patriots, Broncos. Crazy one,
Okay.
Wes Welker.
Nice. I like that. Oh, not a crazy one. 66%.
I really did not think that would be that big.
Steelers Broncos feels like it should be easy. Like a kicker or something. No. All right, 5,000 receiving yards Steelers is very easy.
I have 2 for Broncos, Seahawks.
Hines-
Which one do you want?
Hines Ward.
Tight end or a
is-
quarterback?
What? Go ahead.
Seahawks, Broncos. Do you want a quarterback or a tight end?
I want to try to guess it. I know the tight end. It's no, I don't. Give me the tight end though.
No Fant.
Yep, that's who I was thinking. Who was you said quarter? Oh, Russell Wilson, obviously. Yep.
Or Drew Lock.
Yep, good call.
Who was
Drew Lock would have been.
Who did you
good.
put
We
bottom
should've went
right?
with the backup. Bottom right's Hines Ward.
Oh.
All right, Seahawks 5,000 plus receiving.
Golden
This should
Tate?
be- Yeah, there you go. That's a safe one.
Ooh, 4%.
4%. Nice. I'm surprised that was 4%.
Me too.
Patriots-Niners.
This has got to be defense. I feel like Niners-Steelers also has to be defense.
I feel like there's definitely offense.
No, I know. I just like those
You
are
can't
two
think.
teams I think.
The problem with this is now it becomes, who did Jerry Rice play with at the end of his career? He played for somebody else. Was it the Raiders, though? I think it was the Raiders.
Yeah.
All right. What about Steelers-Broncos? Let's start with Steelers-Broncos because I think you're right. I think those are going to be defense. Steelers-Broncos. Greg Olsen did not play for either of those teams. Just process of elimination. That's all.
Got any traveling quarterbacks in there?
No, none of these have traveling quarterbacks because the Steelers had Big Ben for so fucking long.
And then Brady. Oh, Jimmy G.
Good shit. Jimmy G, Patriots.
That's
Niners.
a poll. Oh, 51%.
Jimmy Garoppolo. Niners, Steelers. Did Martavis Bryant go to the Niners or did he? I know he went to the Raiders. Maybe that's why I'm thinking West Coast. Not confident enough to throw that one out there. I'm not gonna lie, you're kind of cooking today on these. Janikowski, did he finish his career as a Raider?
Yeah.
I'm literally throwing out the most. I'm not locked in right now. I gotta lock in. God, Wes Welker's picture is scaring me.
His eyes.
Yeah, dude, Jesus. I gotta think defense. It's gonna be defense for both of them. Chase Young. Safeties. No. See, the problem is the older I think, the more they just stayed with the team because there was loyalty back then or something.
Yeah. I know. I was thinking like Champ Bailey, but I don't think ever played for the Steelers.
We gotta think like mid 2000s, like watching football with my dad while he yells at the TV because he just lost the mortgage payment on his 3-leg parlay. Just kidding. My dad never gambled, I don't think. I don't know. I'm always curious about what it was like trying to gamble on sports back in the day. Like, did people legit... Like, did my dad have a bookie, basically? So, Dad, if you're listening and you had a bookie, shoot me a text when you listen to this. I got to know if you had a bookie and, like, how much were you throwing out there?
That'd be dope.
What was your
I wish I
unit
had a
size?
bookie.
No, you don't. Your bookie is literally just DraftKings.
No, I know.
All right, Steelers, do you want to take a pause and come back to it?
Yeah, sure.
All right. Oops. I didn't need to do that.
Top 5?
Oops. Hang on. Yep. So, top 5 is back today, y'all. I'm going to leave this here so I can look at it. We got to get going a little bit. We're already at an hour. Let's see. We are doing the top 5 things to do when football things to do / need to do when football season ends. Do we start at 5 or start at 1?
Started at 5.
Do you want me to start? I'll start.
Go for it.
My number 5 is ask your significant other how their day was. / care about what they do. Because
it's interesting that
not speaking from experience, but I feel like a lot of times us guys, football season, we don't really, communicate much. We're never like, hey, how'd your day go, hon?
or just locked in.
It's kind of more just like locked in on how many days until the next football game. So, number 5, how's your day? Or, just, I guess you could generalize it and say communicate with your significant other.
Interesting. My number 5 is both a need to get done, but also can be a good or a bad thing here. Number 5, taxes.
Oh, yeah.
Have to do it.
I see where
you put it off until after, but also
Yep.
at the same time, get that extra gambling siphon.
And then sometimes you had a couple big wins during football season, and then once football season's over, you're like, "Fuck, I have to pay taxes."
So
on
it could
this
be a
now.
good or
Speaking
bad
from
thing.
Experience, unfortunately.
Depends how good or bad of a gambler you are.
My number 4, actually work when I'm at work on Mondays, Thursdays, and Fridays.
Yeah, yeah.
I spent a lot of days reading football articles, watching football highlights, thinking about football, looking at football lines. So I've been much more productive at work since the season is finished.
Yeah.
That's my number 4.
My number 4 is get a random hatred for a team you'll never care about ever again. Mine has been St. Peter's men's basketball recently. So
That's so random.
I bet on them the other day. They didn't cover -2. So
Mine has been people that think Shadir Sanders should be the cover athlete for NCAA 25. That's ridiculous. If you put a 4-8 football team on that cover, I am going to buy the game, but not digitally, and then I'm going to remove the picture of Shadir Sanders and insert a photoshopped version with J.J. McCarthy.
I
Number
will
3.
say the fact that we haven't talked about NCAA 25 yet is impressive on our part.
I think we did mention it.
I don't know. I saw a
That would be
video
a
today.
fun segment.
Yeah,
That'd be a fun segment. We do a little like league and we update it each week. Especially like dog
That
days
would
of
be fun.
summertime. That's when it's going to come out in
dude.
July. That's
MLB
like
the
perfect
Show
timing.
and NCAA 25 this year.
Yeah,
Tough.
see, I always buy the show. I'm thinking about not buying the show because I always buy it and then I play it hardcore
Well,
for 3
we
months. and then
split
don't
it,
touch
so
again. Oh, well.
we game share.
It's the splitting it. Well, no, I thought we didn't because I have fucking Game Pass and it's on Game Pass.
I mean, we still game share, but if
Or no,
I
we
buy
still.
it,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Whatever. Either way. Continue.
Number 3 for you.
My number 3. Work out again. I've noticed the last 2 years now, when football season is done, I get a kick to start working out again because I don't have anything else to do. So I kind of get in the gym. I've been doing pretty good the last 2-3 weeks. So except for last week and I was sick, but yeah, work out, kind of lose that football weight.
My number 3, sticking on the college basketball trend, learn about mid-major basketball teams and which Cinderella teams you want to bet on come the bracket.
Yep.
Southeast Missouri State.
My number
Lindenwood.
2 is also college basketball. Fill out a million brackets.
Yep.
Because I'm already thinking about brackets. The season ended, what, was that 2 weeks ago or 3 weeks ago? 3 weeks ago.
Yeah.
And I'm watching a lot more college basketball. I'm already finding my teams. Like, Indiana State is one where it's like, yep, I'm taking them in my brackets if they make it. So
I'm scared of how many brackets I might have with Tennessee winning it all, by the way.
it's not bad. They're a good team.
No, I know.
You're number 2.
Number 2, patio beers. Pretty
Don't have a
self-explanatory.
patio, but I get it.
Just beers outside.
Beers outside for sure. I mean, today I almost bought a roadie for the way home. Don't drink and drive, kids, but it felt like a day where you just got to put the windows down and hold your twisted tea out the window. Didn't do it, though. My number 1 is to finish the show that you stopped watching when football season started / start a new show because you have so much more time on your hands now. Dude, when you think about it, my Sundays have opened up so much. Obviously, I've been playing video games more, but obviously started the show with Sid. I picked up Suits. I'm finally finishing that, and I realized the past few.
How far are you on Suits?
Season like 6.
Okay.
What?
Nothing.
Have you finished it?
Nah, we're on to season 7, and we haven't watched it in a little bit. You'll find out why.
Yeah, I started it 2 years ago, hammered it, and then it got taken off of Peacock, so it went away, so I forgot about it. Then it was on Netflix again, so I started it during football season, and I was like, I'm not going to watch this. So now I'm finishing it.
Yeah.
So that's my number 1. You're number 1.
Number 1, I've been doing this quite a bit, betting on golf / go golfing.
Yeah.
Weather warms up, golf starts.
Yeah, go golfing that's a miss on my end, but
The best, too, is like Super Bowl week with Waste Management
since the
starting.
Super Bowl, you were just like, I'm a golf expert now. Here's my picks.
I mean, I did that last year,
nowhere.
too, and then I got like a month and a half in, and I just stopped betting on golf. Because baseball starts in March Madness, so I just didn't have time to do the research. So, I mean, I hope that I keep doing it this year, but we'll see. So,
All right, let's wrap up this grid, hit this roulette, because I got to poop. I'm not going to lie. I'm an open book. All right, I'm going to think special teams, you think defense. Kickers.
did Jay Cutler ever make it to the Steelers?
No. He went Bears, Broncos, Dolphins. We're going to be quiet for a second so I can think. Think defense, man. It's going to be like some lineman. Ooh. No. Von Miller. No, I'm just kidding.
No.
He's bounced around a bit, but it's not him. Remember when he played for the Broncos? I barely do.
Yeah.
We got to throw out some like third, fourth string receiver. Oh, wait. Oh, I'm going to be fucked up for this one, but didn't Demaryius Thomas go to the Steelers?
I honestly thought about it.
Or is it... No, if you do it, we have to do it. I don't know why you're doing it. I'm putting it in. We got to go.
Yeah.
Demaryius Thomas. How do you spell?
Yeah.
There he is. Nope. No, so that was a waste of an asshole statement. 49ers Steelers.
Maybe like running
That's gonna be
backs.
an obvious one. Did Frank Gore go to the Steelers? No. Never. Le'Veon Bell? No, I don't think he went to the Niners, though. I think he went Jets, Chiefs, retirement. Who's their back? Jerome Bettis? No. Quarterbacks? No. Joe Montana ever wear Steelers colors? Steve Young? Tight ends. Heath Miller? No. God, we're naming so many players. Wide receivers. I'm going to do Martavis Bryant because we got to go. That's not right, but I got to see. I want to be able to look through. Martavis Bryant. There he is. He only played 4 years. I forgot he got suspended for weed every fucking year. All right, Ray McLeod is the one we missed. Emmanuel Sanders. I knew there was a wide receiver. Let's see what else. So for 49ers,
The fact that Emmanuel
Steelers,
Sanders was 72%, I guess
Emmanuel Sanders
it was only
went to
48% on that square,
too.
though.
People cheat too.
Yeah.
Cedric Wilson. I'm not really mad about missing these. Ray McLeod maybe,
Yeah.
just because I remember in the Super Bowl he was returning punts, but nothing really crazy.
No.
Quan Alexander, I guess. He's good, but I'm not mad about 49ers Steelers. I am a little bit mad about Emmanuel Sanders, Steelers, Broncos, though.
I used to love Emmanuel
What
Sanders,
else?
too.
JT, I don't know. Okay, I'm actually less mad about Broncos, Steelers. That one was harder. Look at these names. You ever even seen these names? I think this guy went to Grand Valley.
Who?
Nick Van Att.
No,
Went
Wisconsin.
to Ohio State. Went to Ohio State.
Oh, that's how I know him.
Oh, shit. That's funny. Yeah, I don't know any of these fucking names. Jesus, this was a hard... Yeah, and you're telling me 72% were like, yeah, Emmanuel Sanders. Get the
Well, it was 72% of the 48% of people that got it right.
Oh, that's true. So, yeah, we missed the two hardest ones. Look, 48%, 45%.
Yep.
What did we put? Oh, Wes Welker.
We're in the majority of people that got it wrong.
Yeah. Let's hit this roulette spin and get out of here. Oops, wrong screen. Can you see the roulette?
It's loading, but yeah.
Okay, I gotta log in. Let's hit a number. 100x. What did I say? 100x?
Yeah. Big show notes. We have our first official interview scheduled for the
we
week.
interviewed my dad.
Yeah, but we weren't both here, so it wasn't official.
That's true.
First official interview with both
first
of
joint
us.
interview.
Yes.
Yep.
Scheduled for the week that I'm in Florida. We're going to do a full baseball preview, so that should be fun.
We're doing this one. 27,
Oh.
02. Read them to me. 0 to me. 0, 2, 3, 9,
13, 22,
22,
23,
23,
24, and 30.
Got it. Come on. Right here. 100x. Come on.
Wait, what's the extra? 27?
27. Yep. Please pay off. I went quick. So quick. There we go. We got a lightning number. What is that? 100x. Please tell me I called it. 22, baby. Come on. 22.
No!
No, it's 2. All right. It's 2.
Let's
The
go.
streak stays alive. All right. So I need to move 27s to 2.
Yes.
There we go. Good shit, kid. Man, look at that 100x on 3 a couple spins ago. Then we would have never. That would have been done like in 50 minutes. Man, what is it with you and your weeks, man? You've gone back to back the last couple, right?
I paid off FanDuel.
Somebody just said they're putting the house on 2.
Oh, no. That's not good.
Oh, we got a lightning number. 13. 200x. Come on, 13. 11. Damn it. That's... Oh, it's close to 13. Look at, dude. If that could have just rolled just a bit. All right. We'll take it. $10 profit. $20 profit, 10 each.
We'll take
We're
it.
up 220 now. We will take that. Let's go. Why does it say I only have 20 in my account? Whatever. Let's wrap this thing up. What do you say? Man, something about those Franke roulette weeks have just got me going. Love it. Everybody, have a great weekend. Let's hit some tanks, door some tutties. Get out there and golf, man. See the sun. It's got 60 degrees on Saturday. Go have some fun. And we'll see you next week.
Peace.